What is up and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Flippin' Stoop. Today we are going to go over the 3 deadly traits that will make you dominate on eBay. It will literally flip. I think these 3 traits, if you're not doing well on eBay, maybe if you're just starting, whatever, right? You're probably not going to do that great on eBay in the beginning. That's not what everybody wants to hear, but it's factual, right? You're just starting something off the ground. You're not going to build the Empire State Building in 90 days, okay? You're not going to do it in two days, a week. But these 3 traits, I firmly believe, is what make resellers deadly on the platform. What do I mean by deadly? Like powerful. This is what makes resellers get great progress. This is what comforts your mind and knows you're going to win. Now, there's 3 of them, and you've heard me talk about every single one of them throughout some of my videos, but I think people overlook this way too much. And the 3 deadly, or the traits, I believe, and a lot more than me believe, millionaires believe, and everything else, that makes one person be able to basically just print money. Like, you can literally just print money on eBay. Once you get going and you get a system, I mean, money just flows easily. It starts flowing easily as long as you're doing these 3 traits. 1 is discipline, 2 is consistency, and 3 is focus. Now, you've heard me talk a lot about these, but combining them all together, if you multiply them all together with what you're doing on a daily basis, you are definitely going to get the results you're looking for. Are you going to get them in a timely manner that you or I want them in? Probably not. It's probably not going to happen. See, this is what throws people off a lot of times. So we'll go over discipline, right? Discipline, in my opinion, is doing what you said you're going to do when you don't want to do it. It's easy to do what you said you're going to do when you're motivated to do it. Everybody can do that, right? Anybody can be like, yeah, I want to go to the gym. They're all pumped up about it. They go to the gym. I can do that every, 4 or 5 days a week. I'm pumped and motivated to go to the gym. The other 2, I'm like, discipline's got to play a role. No matter a person, imagine a person is going to be a bodybuilder, right? That's what they decide to do throughout their life. And they say, I'm going to go to the gym every single day, and I'm only taking 1 day off a month, right? And they start that. And then they realize, okay, today I don't really want to go, so I'm not going to go. What do you think the results? I don't think they're ever going to be a professional bodybuilder, because without discipline, you have nothing. Without doing what you know needs to be done when you don't want to do it, you have nothing. Because you're going to have many days throughout your life you don't want to do the things you want to do. How many days do you want to put? See, what happens on eBay is I think there's not enough. There's not enough punishment if you miss a day, right? Because you're going to miss a day and start over again tomorrow. You keep missing days at your 9 to 5, pretty soon they're going to hire somebody else and get rid of your ass. Am I right or am I wrong there, right? So discipline being the number 1 thing, I'll give you an example of where I've lacked discipline and wanted certain results. I would always go strong in the gym for the first few months, right? And then on the days I didn't want to work out, I'd start taking a day off here and taking a day off there and wondering why I'm not getting to my results, right? And what that day off here and day off there led to was finally me saying, fuck working out, I'm done, right? And then it definitely did. I felt defeated. I felt bad about myself. I felt insecure about myself again and all this other stuff. Another thing is consistency, right? Which I believe this goes hand in hand with your discipline. If you want to win, like I say this a whole lot throughout the YouTube channel and here on Facebook, that eBay is a powerful fucking platform. And they have hundreds of millions of people coming to the platform all the time trying to buy something. They do all the marketing for you. I wish people could just see this the way that I've seen it, right? Maybe a lot of you guys do, and I'm super pumped if you do. But if you don't, get yourself to see this opportunity that presents itself to each and every single person that's in the reselling journey. This is a mega platform. This isn't some little Wish app. Okay, this is a fucking mega platform. And with a mega platform, if you do the following, discipline, consistency, and focus, you will be a money printing motherfucking machine. That is, I don't say that lightly. I say that because I know it firmly. If you become disciplined, you stay consistent, and you're zeroed in and focused on what you got to do when you're doing it, you will be it'll be unbelievable the amount of progress you can make on eBay. Where people get backed up is they either lose focus right? They're really pumped up about it for the first few months, and then year one goes by and they start losing focus, they start losing consistency, and they start losing discipline. Of course you're going to fail if you do that. If I've been going to the gym every day, I took one day off in the past 40 days, okay? Now, I took that day off because my body told me to. It was not only the muscles weren't just sore, but my joints were beginning to get sore. Okay, so I took a day off. Went in the next day, felt great. If I keep doing that, taking days off, now all the time, excuse me, it becomes a habit. And what becomes a habit sticks. So now all of a sudden, 90 days in, here I am, the old Justin again, not showing up to the gym, feeling like shit about himself, not getting to where I want to get, not feeling healthy. That will all tear you down. But literally, eBay is a money printing machine. Look at this thing. Look at the platform. Look at the amount of money a lot of people are making. Look at the amount of money you can make in a year on eBay. And tell me that ain't a money-making platform. Now, is there going to be difficulties? Yeah, stop looking for the easy route, right? Stop looking for the corners to cut. I can't exemplify that enough. Well, I got to wait for an item to sell. Well, it's part of the process. We all went through that. There's nothing more unique about you. You're not going to just jump up to top-rated seller in a month. You're not going to do that. You got to go through the hoops. You got to go through the process, right? It's all part of the process. But if you look at the big picture and focus on the big picture of what eBay is about, it is a printing machine. It is literally, do you know how much money eBay pays out a day? I don't, but I sure would like to know. I'm sure it's in the millions of dollars, how much money they're dishing out in payouts. I could be wrong, maybe more. I don't know. But I do know these three traits. You notice I said traits, right? People are like, what's the hack to eBay? The hack isn't on eBay. The hack is in you. I can't say that loud enough. The hack is in you. You're the fucking hack. What you do with your day and your time, it's your fucking obligation. It is you. eBay's set up to win. It's not whether I'm going to make it or not. If you don't make it, it's your fucking fault. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings by that, because I know a good friend of ours in the group here, Vic, he had a fucked up situation happen, right? Yeah, I think he's going to get started again, though, just like I did, right? I had a whole eBay store collapse and go under during COVID in the holidays. I went from 600 and some items, or 580 some items in my store to nothing, starting over from scratch. I built it going on 6,000 items in my inventory. How did I do that? I just didn't give up. I just didn't give up. I had all the reason in the world when that shit happened and I started going below seller's level, and I was already I was above seller's level. I was top rated, down to above seller level, down to below seller's level. I had every reason in the world, every excuse in the world to say, fuck eBay, I'm fucking done. They fucked me, right? But no, they didn't. Shit happened. They can't control COVID. They can't control the holidays. My package just wasn't going anywhere, right? It wasn't eBay's responsibility. So I had all the reasons in the world. Right around the holidays, I wanted to go shopping for everybody, right? And we crippled. It crippled. It went down to nothing. Tell me I didn't have all the reasons in the world to give the fuck up right then and there. I did. But I made an oath to my fiance. Regardless of what happens on eBay, I will not give up on this motherfucking journey. I won't give up. And that's the attitude you got to have, because you're going to get punched in the face a whole fucking bunch through your journey. And people don't want to hear that shit. That's not what you want to hear. You go to a job. Hey, what's it take to become a CEO? Well, you're going to get a right hook and an uppercut, and you're going to get drugged through the fucking mud. If an employer told you that, you'd be like, okay, I don't want to be a CEO no more. Right? Because now I see what's going to come. So now I want to be a CEO. I'm the one that's going to tell you what's going to come. You're going to have failures. You're going to have setbacks. But without failures, you make zero growth. If you are not failing somewhere in your life, you're not growing anywhere, right? And that's the same thing with your eBay journey. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have all this. But with these three traits that's in you, there's no hack to fucking eBay. Okay, so I wish people would get that out of their fucking mouth. I know automatically if you're looking for a way to shave corners, you're not going to fucking make it. Because you're going to look for every avenue where you can fucking cut corners. And if you're doing that, your perspective's off. You got to change your perspective. Don't be in a rush to get there. Go through the process, right? Attack what you don't want to attack today. I don't really want to build this inventory system today, so I'll just do it next week. And get your fucking ass an hour a day and start working on your inventory system, right? I don't really want to list today. They'll be there tomorrow. I'll just go up and binge watch fucking Netflix. No, fuck that. Get out of that fucking mindset. Get it in your mind that eBay can't deny you. With these 3 traits right here, discipline, consistency, and focus, they cannot deny you. I don't give a fuck who you are. With these are the 3 most powerful tools that you need to embed in yourself for reselling on eBay. There's no other ones more important, right? Because even if you have if you had all the inventory in the world, without these 3, you ain't gonna make it. You're just gonna be a person sitting around with a whole lot of opportunity that ain't taking advantage to anything. We all have opportunity. We all could be the next Elon Musk. Why couldn't you? I'm telling you why we're not going to be the next Elon Musk, and I'm including me in that fact. We're not willing to work 18 hours a day, 365 days a year. We're not willing to sleep on the ground in our office business. We're not willing to do that. Now, maybe some of you are. I hope so, right? Because then you'll make big leaps and bounds. But most people are not willing to put in what it takes. They look at somebody like Elon Musk, be like, man, it must just be nice to live his life. But me or you wouldn't make it 1 week doing what he's got to do every day. We would be in a fucking mental institution. There's no way we can handle it. We cannot handle what he puts himself through on a daily basis. So be careful what you wish for, right? Because you don't even know if you can handle it. I don't even know if I can handle it. I used to look up the billionaires and shit like that, right? I still study millionaires, but man, I don't know about that, right? That's a whole different level. It's a whole they miss their kids growing up. 9 out of 10 times. There's so much stuff that they miss, and you might see somebody that's a millionaire and you want to be just like them that you see on TV, but you don't see, you see them at their success. You don't see what it took them to get to that success, and it took all 3 of these traits. This is coming from $1 million men. This is not coming from flip and stoop 6-figure income a year. This is coming from $1 million men. All the $1 million men that I have studied follow these traits every single day, and they don't bend them. And there's not a single one, man or woman, that don't follow them traits. That's not just like, okay, maybe I'll pick up discipline. No, if you're not you're never gonna get the results you want. Or consistency. Maybe I'll be consistent for 90 days, and then I'll just do whatever the fuck I want for the next 3 days. That's not consistency. Focus. If you're not focused on what you're doing, first of all, you're not going to be learning about what you're selling. Your mind's not going to be in the right place. And if you're not focused when you're listing, you're not going to be as efficient as you could be, right? I used to really mess up, and I'd put something on that really intrigued me on YouTube. Okay, I mean, like, pulled a lot of my energy, and I would listen to that in the background as I'm listing. What I realized, my listings went from 3 to 6 minutes to fucking 10 to 15 minutes. I'm losing a lot of money if I'm listening to something that is distracting the shit out of me. Right? It just so, like, I don't know what it is that interests me about Elon Musk. Maybe because he's doing the impossible, right? And he's making it possible. SpaceX and all this shit. It really intrigues me. He wants to do a multi-humanity living. Like he wants to build stations on Mars, in the moon, and all this shit, right? That, maybe I'm crazy, but that shit drives me batshit crazy. Like, I'm super pumped about that. What's up, Vic? What's up, Corey? Thanks for watching. You guys all heard this, that's been in this group, but these are the top 3 traits that make people deadly on eBay. And what I mean by deadly, it makes eBay a money printing motherfucking machine. It is a system set up to print out money as fast as you can get the items up. I've said it a billion times, there is no, we're just not going to let Victor win today. Fuck no. If Victor's listening every day, Victor's being disciplined and consistent every single day, eBay don't got a choice but to hand you money. I think people really misconstrue the concept behind what eBay is. It's a multi-billion-dollar fucking company of revenue coming in a year. They're making so much money, it's batshit fucking crazy. Okay? And you get a chunk of that. And the amount of the chunk that you get all correlates and depends on your discipline, consistency, and focus. That's the top trait of any very successful or mediocre successful in whatever you want, whatever your idea of success is completely different than mine. So I can't put my views on you, right? I don't want you guys to base your goals off where my goals are. I want you guys to set your goals and what makes sense to you, right? Maybe you guys got 4 kids that are in your house and you want to be a part of your life. Okay, so just go to become a middle class, right? Because you can survive on middle class, and then you can have family life, and then you can be the soccer mom or the soccer dad and do that too. But if you want to make millions of dollars a year on eBay, you're probably not going to be doing all that, okay? Unless you're able to hire enough people to help you get to that level. But I do believe these 3 traits right here, like, so we can sum it up. All you guys know in this group and on YouTube, I hate the word hack. Like, what's the heck to eBay? Like, I feel bad for some people in this generation, not all people that's in the generation, because their perspective's off, right? What's the hack to becoming wealthy? There's nothing that drives me more nuts than that. But wealthy people do not become wealthy because of a hack they figured out. Right? What they did is they looked up to a wealthy person, they jotted down the traits that they have on a daily basis, and then they took them and applied them in their life. And over a course of a decade, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, they became wealthy. There's no such thing as overnight success. You just get that right out of your goddamn fucking melon. It's not going to happen for me, and it's not going to happen for you. Okay, that may be disappointing to some people, but whatever, right? Even a person that releases a song and it goes multi-platinum overnight, right? How long did it take them to write them lyrics? How long did it take them to get a record label? How long did it take them to do X, Y, and Z to get to where they're at, right? It took all these traits right here, discipline, consistency, and focus. If you can wrap your head around those 3 things and get real good at those 3 things, once again, discipline, doing this shit when you don't want to do it, because I'm telling you right now, after listening for almost 4 years now, there's going to be plenty of days you don't want to do this shit, right? Consistency, doing it daily. Doing it daily. Or if you don't want to do it daily, you want to be part-time, you want to list 3 times a week, well, you better list your 3 times a week, right? It's still consistent, right? You said your consistency needs to be based off what your goal is. Okay? My consistency is list every single day, and if I don't, I feel guilty, right? Because that's inconsistent. Because there's a certain margin I want to make. It's going to cost me to work 7 days a week, right? And then your focus. You have to stay focused on your goal. This is why I always say write your goals down, plaster them around your walls. I got goals written over here on this cabinet. I got goals over there of my dream house. I got a book with goals in it that I skim through. Now, I'm not saying I spend an hour a day looking at my goals, but I skim through them first 5 minutes of the day, or for at least 5 minutes in the morning after I do my gratitude list. I look over what I'm going after, because if I lose focus of what I'm going after, I'm going to get real complacent and become the old flip and stoop and just get relaxed and comfortable with the income that's coming in. Right? This is where your focus is very important. If your focus is on the goal, discipline and consistency will come easily. If you don't have any focus, it's going to be really hard for you to get disciplined and consistent. Why? Because you're going to have that attitude. Well, what's it really fucking matter if I don't list today anyways? Well, fuck it. I'm not really striving for anything. I'm doing decent enough now, right? I don't have to be consistent. All these things are going to come into your mindset, which come into my mind still today. What's it going to fucking matter if I don't finish my item today? Hey, fuck it, I'll just make up for it tomorrow. I still got to fight that demon that's back there telling me that. That old little angel and the devil sitting on the shoulder shit, that's some real shit. We all have one there. What Andy Frisella calls it is the bitch voice, right? We all got the bitch voice in us. We all have it. We all do. There's been many days I go to the gym and I'm pumped up when I get in there, and I got kind of a sore shoulder. As a matter of fact, today was one of them. We just got out a little bit ago. And I'm doing bench, and I haven't done shoulders in 3 days, right? 3 days ago, I did shoulders. I'm getting ready to do bench, and I usually grab a certain pound of dumbbells to warm up with, right? Like 60-pound dumbbells is what I'll grab to rep it out and get warmed up, right? Well, I grabbed them 60-pound dumbbells, and I do incline. I always do incline first. I don't ever touch a straight bar when it comes to bench pressing. I don't know why I get better results without it. So I grabbed the dumbbells, and they felt kind of heavy anyways today. I grab them, I go lean back, and I'm going to turn my wrist, right? I pull them up like this in a hammer position, and then I turn my wrist so I'm focused on the chest muscle. It's a pectoral muscle, whatever you want to call it. And when I went to push up, something in the shoulder right here says, not today, buddy. I'm I'm like, holy guy dropped the weight. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now at that point, my mind, the bitch voice comes in and says, yeah, you should probably just not do chest today. I said, yeah, you're probably right, right? I go tell my fiance is out on the bike. She does the elliptical. She does, there's an ab machine you go back and forth on. She does that. She does the, I call it the elevator. It's the hill climb, basically. You're walking up, like a vertical thing. She does her abs, another form of abs, and then she'll do like bench press or something like that. And she does that consistently. So she's on her first machine, and here I come walking. There's 3 rooms in this gym. Picture this, right? All the majority of the machines that aren't free weight are in the first room you go into, right? When you walk in the door. The second one's like the hole in the wall, all the loose weights, where like most of the men go there, right? I go in the third one because nobody's ever in there, and I like working out alone because I put a lot of intensity into it. And I make all the funny faces and shit like that. And I'm just really into it and focused, right? So I love not being disturbed, right? So I go to the third room. So I walk out of that third room and I come up to my fiance and she's on the elliptical. And I said, babe, I don't think I can do it today, man. I said, my shoulder's just not. And then as soon as I didn't even get it all the way out yet. And I'm like, there's like 16 different exercises I can do for the chest that don't include dumbbells. So I told my bitch voice to shut the fuck up, and I think I put some M&M on, right? When I put some M&M on, and I went back, and I stopped doing the incline. I went to flat bench, and I just used some 45-pound dumbbells. Fuck yeah, I don't care as long as I'm doing the motion, right? The weight to me don't matter. I'm over the point of, oh, you got to be able to fucking bench press 350. Look, man, that's all ego shit, and I'm not there, right? I like to control my movements, but I do intense workouts, right? Like I don't take any longer than a 25 to 30 second rest time in between. So I did that. I did a few sets of that, and I was feeling my shoulder, and I did some shoulder warm-ups. I wound up on a chest machine up front. I did that, followed through with that, did the pec deck, and by that time my hour was in. But that was because I wanted to stay consistent, and I wasn't going to allow my bitch voice or my shoulder fucking really hurt. That wasn't like me being a little crying bitch. It really hurt, but the bitch voice sure creeped up real quick, right? So we all have that bitch voice. You got to ignore it, man. You got to work around it, right? Maybe you don't feel good today. Get through it. I can't tell you how many times, guys and girls, I've been down here, and I literally felt like I wanted to vomit, but I got through it, right? I got through it. Because your bitch voice is automatically going to give you excuses. That's what your bitch voice is. Your bitch voice is the excuse machine. 350 easy mode, my guy. Get them numbers up. Jesus Christ. Nope, that's not me anymore, man. I used to go for them numbers. I used to seriously, like, I was deadlifting. I deadlift 5 sets of 315 for 20 reps, which was ridiculous for my body weight. I think at that time I weighed 175, so it was more than double my body weight for reps of 20 and 5 sets of it. I used to do big numbers like that. I don't do that anymore. I just eat different so I can still grow, right? If you ever look at a bodybuilder, pay attention to their videos. You'll see them curling, and to me and you, it might look like they're curling some heavy-ass weight, but to their body size, it's really not. What's really making them grow. Now, don't get me wrong. There's ones like Ronnie Coleman that was absolutely cock diesel strong, Branch Warren, and things like that were really physically strong. But the majority of bodybuilders today, they're not pushing themselves to the 100. They're doing something they can do reps of 15 to 25 and 30, and they're doing super high intensity. They're putting 315 on the squat rack, which to them is like us doing 135, okay? And they're doing it for 20 fucking reps. They're doing volume, which allows the blood to get in the muscle. If your blood and you're not getting a pump into the muscle, your fibers aren't breaking down to expand to build back up. I doubt I could do 150. Right? I don't know, Vic. I don't go under the bar. Okay, but I don't want to lose focus of where I was at. Eddie Hall he is a fucking monster too, and he's strong as fuck. Some of them bodybuilders back in the day and even today are still strong. But if you really look at the ones that are playing it safe, because they don't want to get hurt neither, right? One bad injury in their season can put them out of Mr. Olympia, right? They're not going to be able to compete. And there's a lot of money in Mr. Olympia. And they spend there all day, every day, eating food, drinking water, training, right? It's a lifestyle. Matter of fact, I read all about Jay Cutler. I used to love Jay Cutler's physique. He just was a beast, right? He's the one that beat Ronnie Coleman and knocked him away from his 8-time Mr. Olympia. He used to say he would train, I believe, 5 to 6 hours a day. The rest of the day was eating, but he was sleeping 14 hours a day. Because through science, that's when your body grows. Your body grows through sleep. So if you're just waking up, eating, and sleeping, you can get some hella results, man. That's Eddie. Eddie do the world record. No, I have not. I haven't done that, Vic. Isn't he a power lifter, though? If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken if it's the guy I'm thinking of. He's a power lifter, like the World Strongman contest and shit like that. Some of them guys, and their body just looks big, right? Then you look at some of the other power lifters and they're ripped up. I find that strange how, that type of physique can do that. Matter of fact, one of my brother-in-laws he looks like a power lifter. He is a big fucking dude. And it's genetics. Like his genetic, I'm not saying all of it because he's been a hard laborer all his life too, right? And he used to weight train when he was younger. But he was just a big guy. If there was one guy that I had to go up against, I would not want to go up against that dude in no kind of battle. No kind of battle. He's the type of guy grab your head and chew your neck off, right? And shit down your throat. Like literally do that, not just talk about it. He did 1,000 kg death. Yeah, that's unbelievable, dude. It is nuts what people can do. But how do you think Eddie Hall did that, Vic? He didn't just work out, I'm going to work out fucking 2 weeks out of the month. He don't just do that. That fucker's doing that for a living. So we got great results. If me and you, Vic, right now dedicated our life to become one of the strongest deadlifters, squatters, bench pressers in the fucking world, and we put all our fucking focus, number 3, on that, we could probably achieve that. You could probably achieve that. Is it going to take you 5 to 10 years? Probably. Because there's people out there doing it every day. And the same goes for reselling, guys. Like, none of them guys you see picking up 1,000 kg. That guy's not doing it once a fucking week, okay? The fucker's training his balls off and he's eating a horse a day. He's literally cutting the horse's head off and just fucking eating the horse. That's what he's doing. He's smelling salt and chalk. Yeah, that's it. That's all day, every day. That's what he's doing, man. You ever see them guys do that? They sniff something before they lift? What the fuck is that shit that they're sniffing? Does it give them energy or something? I don't know what it is. It's like a super energy. I've seen a couple guys do that in the gym where we're at now, and I'm like, that fucker just sniffed some cocaine off his fucking hand? His heart's going to blow up is what I was thinking. This fucker's heart's going to blow up. I've seen him do that in the gym. Matter of fact, I've seen him do it on YouTube videos, too, where they're like, they sniff something, and then they get under the bench. And I'm like, what the fuck did he just sniff? How is that even legal? Are they bringing methamphetamine into the fucking gym? Oh, that's fucking awesome, Vic. You mean yourself or you went to a competition? That's fucking cool, dude. I always looked up to them guys. I used to watch them all the time when I was younger. Smelling salt, LOL. It's for real. Yeah, okay, that's what he's doing then. I don't know, but there's a guy in the gym doing it right now, and he walks around like he's all fucking psyched up, right? That could also be the testosterone the guy's taking. It could be steroids. But some of that pre-workout shit will do that to you, too. I used to take pre-workout, man. It made me feel like I had hair growing out of my back, and I don't got no hair on my back, man. It would give me tinglies all over, and it was pretty explosive shit. This time I'm going about it, I'm not taking none of that. I am doing testosterone because I'm 41. So I take 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules at night. I am taking creatine, and I'm doing a weight gainer, and that's loaded with protein. And I do the weight gainer twice a day. So just the weight gainer alone is 1,340 calories, one drink. One drink is almost 1,400 calories. It's nuts. That's cool, though, Vic. That's fucking awesome, man. You know what? I encourage that shit. And so many people have bad energy, or anger, focus somewhere else. right? In the wrong area, maybe in the relationship, maybe wherever in life, right? They wind up behind bars. If they would have used that anger or whatever in something that would have benefited them like that, who knows where they would have been, right? But yeah, guys, those are the 3 traits that could make you fucking deadly on eBay. And it's, listen, the crazy part is, it's not what people want to hear. Right? It's not what they want to hear. Most of us want to hear some like, okay, what's the little secret tip that I should put in my title? What's the little tip that I should put in my description? I'm like, there isn't none, man. Make one up and stick with it. Like get a style. I mean, yeah, there are some benefits if you get to the point of what the fuck you're listing, right? You don't want, you don't need the color of the pair of pants, the first word. You should probably have something like Levi 505 mid-rise, woman's whatever. But then I see some that don't even have whether it's woman's or men's in the title, and they just put that in the description, and that works as well, right? So your first 4 words, you should know what the fuck the item is. Okay, don't put that at the end. I used to do that, and it'd take forever for items to get found. But there is no trick and there is no hack. There's 3 deadly traits, man, in anything in life. It is in anything. It's like, if you do these 3 things, it's the law of life will happen for you. The laws of eBay, the sales will come to you. Like, they will literally just begin to happen. Smell and salt is just pretty much the stuff they use to wake up knocked out people, boost your adrenaline, and wakes you up. Wow, I never knew that. I never knew that, man. Maybe I should try that sometime. Bring in a jar of salt and just sniff it while I'm in there. See what happens. I didn't know that, though, Vic. That's pretty cool. That's good knowledge to know. So, yeah, those 3, I'm going to wrap this video up because I got to finish my listings, guys. The discipline, consistency, and focus. There ain't another trade out there that's going to give you any better results, right? Maybe sniffing some salt as you're listing items. Sniff some salt, list some items. Oh, like go crazy when you're doing it, right? Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever you're sniffing, do your thing, dude. But I don't know, man. I've done enough of that in my 20 years of drug use, and it was not salt. Okay, so I don't advise, and it was not bath salt neither. I don't know what this generation's doing, but Jesus Christ, people are eating bath salts and, whatever the fuck happened to people smoking weed and drinking alcohol. People are trying to create some shit that shouldn't be created. The first time I heard that, I'm like, what did you just say that kid was eating? Bath salts, man. I'm like, whoa. You want a trip, man? They got shit for that already out there. Like, you want a depressant, they got alcohol already. You want to get laid back and chilled, man, they got marijuana out there. You want to do all the other shit in between, do that too. But fucking bath salt? What the fuck? The fuck is wrong with this country, man? What the fuck are people doing bath salts for? I watched a video on YouTube where a dude did that. Like, he did the bath salt right on his YouTube channel and just started going fucking bonkers and bad shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What would make you want to look like that on live fucking TV, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. People got no fucking, like, they don't care if it kills them or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I never even thought of anything outside of what was already out there. And that was bad enough for me, right? That shit put me in jail and prison and all kinds of places you wouldn't want to go, right? And I've seen some shit throw. Oh, man, one day maybe I'll start telling a scene of my bad 20 years, and maybe that will attract some of you guys into the group for funny shits and giggles. I do like to share some of that stuff because, a story is always good too, right? If you really put these 3 these 3 traits I'm talking about into what my life looked like when I was a drug addict for 20 years, it was, whether you know it or not, I was disciplined to get the next fix. I was consistent at getting the fix, and that's all I was focused on, and it gave me results like jail and prison, and that's why I wound up until I shifted that and started putting discipline into something positive in my life. My life was always negative. It's your boy flippinstoop. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe. I'll be dropping 2 videos a day for the next 365 days, and then I'm going to up that the following year with a little bit of different freaking shit here and there, okay? It's your boy flippinstoop. Have a great day.